To national news now, Vice President Kamala Harris has raised nearly $50 million since announcing that she would seek the Democratic presidential nominee following President Biden's monumental decision yesterday to no longer seek re-election. His decision came after weeks of mounting pressure following his disastrous debate performance. Nicole Sganga reports from Washington, D.C.
Vice President Kamala Harris made her first public appearance at the White House since announcing she would enter the race for the Democratic presidential nomination.
And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched.
A growing list of Democrats have thrown their weight behind Harris.
She has been a strong leader on the national stage. She is someone that's going to be a unique candidate when she goes up against Donald Trump.
It comes after President Biden made the momentous decision Sunday not to seek re-election. In a letter posted online, he wrote, "It is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term."
Harris can't officially become the nominee until more than 4,600 Democratic National Convention delegates have their say. An open convention is still possible next month if there are challengers.
A lot of people would like to see a mini primary. That's the process, to find out if you have the strongest candidate, whether it be Kamala or whoever else.
On CBS Mornings, independent Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia called for other candidates to emerge, but ruled out running himself. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson questioned the legality of Democrats switching candidates.
It would be wrong and I think unlawful in accordance to some of these states' rules for a handful of people to go in a back room and switch it out because they don't like the candidate any longer. Former
President Trump said Biden was not fit to serve from the very beginning. Harris's campaign says it took in nearly $50 million from grassroots supporters Sunday. That's the biggest fundraising total for any candidate this year. Nicole Sganga, CBS News, Washington.
The Democratic National Convention begins in 28 days. Had Biden stayed in the race, he would have been confirmed earlier than that on August 1st in a virtual vote. Coming up later in this newscast, details on how the nomination process would take place in an open convention.